This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Every once in a while, you run into a headline that makes your head explode with frustration or anger or apoplexy. And this headline from Fox News is one of those. Kellyanne Conway, the Biden administration has a fact problem. Kellyanne Alternative Facts Conway has the temerity to go on with Laura Ingraham, the filthy propagandist liar, and tell the audience that Joe Biden's administration has a fact problem. Watch this subterfuge of them trying to falsely explain away gas prices as at the doorstep of Joe Biden. And then they launch into this thing where they're talking about the fact problem in the Biden administration. Keeping in mind that that Joe Biden doesn't control gas prices, because if he did, why are the world's gas prices on fire right now? It's not just a cause, or maybe not at all a cause, of inflation. This is a supply and demand issue that has nothing to do with the President of the United States. Conservatives, I'm going on a rant here, conservatives want to say, all you got to do is finish the XL pipeline. The pipeline is a delivery method of oil. There are many delivery methods of oil. The XL pipeline isn't going to increase the supply. It's going to change how that supply gets to us. It's not going to increase supply, which is not going to deal with the problem of prices. Furthermore, Biden doesn't have the ability to control the price of gas in foreign nations that are all suffering right now because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I'll end it there. Watch this clip between Kellyanne Conway and the filthy, dirty ghoul, Laura Ingraham, where they talk about the Biden administration having a fact problem.
It's now Kellyanne Conway, former senior counselor to President Trump, author of Here's the Deal. Kellyanne, they're obviously trotting out this talking point. We called it out, I think, on Monday. They're gonna say it's all Putin's fault all the way into the midterms. Are Americans ultimately going to buy this when we start seeing those fuel bills come in and the air conditioning costs for the summer?
No, Laura. In fact, Americans know that everything they basically said is not true. They've all been lies. The border surge was not seasonal. It's the record. They've created records there. Inflation was not transitory. It's here to stay. The CPI today, as you pointed out, 7.9%. The Biden administration continues to break all these records in all the wrong ways. And it's not just partisans saying this, it's all the polls saying this, particularly independents who have really migrated away from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's lack of accomplishments. There's very little confidence in their competence, and every poll out there shows major disapproval, majority disapproval, on their handling of all these diverse issues, from immigration to inflation to the crisis in Ukraine to obviously what we're paying in the grocery store, the gas pump, the supply chain crisis. And Joe Biden, he has this way, Jen Psaki, of playing the blame and game, name and shame nonsense of Washington. But it would rely on the American people believing it. And they've lost credibility, not just in their message and their messengers. You know, Laura, I like to say the Democrats this administration doesn't have a messaging problem. They have a fact problem.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Now, let's remind you, if you've forgotten, here's the moment on the very first day of Donald Trump's administration. This wasn't months in. This was hours after his inauguration. With Chuck Todd grilling Kellyanne Conway about all of the lies, all of the distortions. On day one, where she came up with her famous line about alternative facts.
And you did not answer the question.
I did answer your question.
No, you did not. You did
Yes,
not
I
answer
did.
the question of why the president asked the White House press secretary to come out in front of the podium for the first time and utter a falsehood? Why did he do that? It undermines the credibility of the entire White House press office on day one.
Don't be so overly dramatic about it, Chuck. You're saying it's a falsehood, and they're giving Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that. But the point remains.
Wait a minute. Alternative facts?
Didn't it seem like in the moment that she was trying to talk herself out of saying it? Like, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Oh, alternative facts. Wow. There were some good times, remember? Anyway, as I spill coffee all over myself, I'm going to end it there. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Follow me on social media. You can laugh with me or laugh at me. Tell me how wrong I am. Scream at me. Whatever. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. And if I bring you some value, if I inform you, please consider supporting and helping produce what I do here on YouTube, growing this operation into something substantively different than it was when I started. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member for as little as $1.99 a month, or you can head on over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Both those support what I do right here on YouTube. The Patreon is not just for the podcast. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Have a fantastic weekend. Be genuine. Take care of one another.